Hi guys, I'm Shelby and today we're going to be talking about budgeting while at uni.
Hi guys, my name's Tierney.
Hey everyone, I'm Jess.
Hello there, my name is Josie and I just woke up from a nap, so I'm slightly tired.
I think my biggest worry for money in university was perhaps just if I was going to have enough money for these social activities and the weekly shops.
I was definitely more worried than I should have been about it before I came to uni. I had a full plan of like how much money I was going to university with and how much I could afford to spend on food and clothes and going out and whatever else. You definitely don't need to be as focused as I was, but you do need to be aware of how much you're spending.
I think for me, before I started uni, I didn't really think that much about money. I kind of had it in my head that my student loan would pay for everything.
I didn't really have many money worries before starting uni because it wasn't really something I'd ever thought about, and I also lived at home my entire time at university, so that was a big safety net and also a bit of a money saver as well.
One of my flatmates in year one had sort of a spreadsheet. Perhaps you have like £200 a month to sort of spend on, you know, weekly food, going out, I don't know, coffees at university, kind of things like that. So I think that's something you can definitely do.
Nah, I cannot recommend budgeting on paper. It was a mess. I tried using an Excel spreadsheet, which was a lot more convenient. You write down your categories and depending on what Excel sheet you use, it will do some cool tricks. You know, I stopped doing that. It was too much effort. I don't like effort.
Recently, I've been managing my spending using an app called Revolut, which tells you what you've spent and where you spent it. It kind of categorises your spendings into different things. It's also been a bit of a shock to the system as well, I won't lie.
I started exploring some budgeting apps and I settled down for an app called Yolt. It's linked to your bank account, so it syncs up all your payments, so unless you're paying in cash, you have a good overview of what you're spending most of your money on.
Something that I definitely took into account before going to university was, do I want a job and will that affect my grades? You know, if I'm working at the supermarket the majority of the week, and I've got a huge deadline coming up, that's going to put huge stress on myself, physically and mentally, I think.
You're probably going to need to work at some point over the 3 years you're at university. A lot of people decide to get part-time work whilst they're actually studying, but for me personally, I like to work full-time in the summer when I'm not actually at university.
It definitely helped me a lot more when I got a job. I think I got my job during my second year at uni and that definitely settled the money worries a bit. I know it kind of takes up some of your study time and things, but having a part-time job, especially if you can keep the hours pretty low, is definitely useful because it takes a lot of those money worries away, and it's also good to like get out into the world of work as well. It gives you a lot of experience, and for me it actually gave me a lot of confidence as well.
Maybe a student job would be the right thing for you. The university offers some jobs like student ambassadors and things like that. It's all on the website.
I've also been working different jobs while I've been at uni. I've been making my videos for BCU. I've been a BCU student ambassador, which means that I've been working at university open days, things like that.
Look out for opportunities. I, for example, over winter always work on a Christmas market to earn some extra money, which allowed me to buy a new phone this winter, so hooray! It's no secret at all that students don't have a lot of money usually.
Go to cheaper supermarkets, and I know it is so tempting, especially when you're living in the city centre, to just pop into Tesco Express, but they are ridiculously expensive and are pretty much a guaranteed way for you to run out of money.
You can get similar things, maybe not just as good quality, but perfectly fine products in shops like Aldi or Lidl that are much cheaper and they offer alternatives that is just fine. Who needs Coke or Pepsi if you can have Cola Extreme Taste? Yes.
Definitely write a shopping list before you go shopping, just so you know exactly what you're there to buy and you don't get tempted to waste your money on extra things that you don't really need.
The major tip, if you're buying fruit or veg, don't buy it in the supermarket. It's usually very expensive. It comes wrapped in plastic. It's all unnecessary. And
There's also a market next to the Bullring in the city centre which is open most days, and they sell fresh meat and vegetables for ridiculously low prices. I used to go there all the time just because of how cheap they were. They definitely saved me quite a lot of money.
have something to eat before you go shopping. Otherwise, you might end up buying random stuff that you don't actually need, but you're just hungry and craving for it. When you're packing for uni and getting ready and you're probably very excited and you want to have everything that you need, you might be looking at uni essentials. It's a very long list, and I probably only have half of these things, to be honest. Printer? I don't have a printer.
Try to avoid unnecessary spending. For me in first year, it was so easy just to walk to the Bullring one day if I was feeling bored, which would more often than not result in me buying things that I just didn't need.
Ethernet cable. That's still a thing. A whisk? Nah, I don't need a whisk. Iron and ironing board. Right, everyone thinks you need an iron and ironing board, but you don't. Usually you don't need to buy all of the things down the list, so you can start saving from the beginning on.
Finally, I think just overall, don't stress too much about money.
Learning to manage your money can definitely be a little stressful, but it is something that you can get used to. And just as being an adult, you're going to have to manage money for pretty much the rest of your life.
You can treat yourself after like a big assignment or something, because there's nothing wrong with a good treat. I say it's fine, so it's fine. Go and buy yourself new clothes. It's okay.
I hope that money isn't something to be afraid at university, but also not something to take lightly as well. Yeah, stay safe.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Bye guys!
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.